And no drop for you. Just kidding. Let's go! Kazuha story quest! Woo! I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm having a blast. Okay, let's cut the music. And let's be serious about it. Okay. I still don't like the fact that when I alt tab it stops recording Genshin, like it's just pausing a frame. Helixers are training. Yo, no training for the Helixers.
Quiet now. Into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
But I still can't believe I got Kazuha.
Time to go.
Like, I was so fucking happy. I was so goddamn happy, bro. Okay, I guess I should maybe make a team. This team is gonna suck, but I'm gonna get Hazel and D-Luke and maybe Fischl. I don't have a Fischl skin yet, so
Let's finish this swiftly.
so that's well, it is what it is.
Want me to come along?
But let's hope that
The rest of your fate lie in my hands.
Kazuha can
You want me on your team?
carry the team. I don't even know if Diluc has all his artifacts. Guess I could swap his artifacts with Utao's artifacts, right? Just for today. Because it is crit damage, pyro damage, attack, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know my build is fucking disgusting, but okay, this one can actually stay, and like this one we can change. What is Hutao? Here for the attack, and then change this with Hutao. Just remind me to freaking swap back. Because I don't want my Hutao to deal 0 fucking damage. Yeah, 15 crit damage. Okay. Yep, Crimson Witch of Flames, let's go. Resin, Thunder, Fury, Noblesse.
Every course of
Nice.
action has its risks. Be careful.
Be careful. I love this fucking sound design of this skin, like it's so fucking good. But okay, as I promised, today we are doing the Kazuha story quest. Acer Palmatum, chapter 1, chapter act 1, I guess. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Upon the plane, a purple shadow. I have no idea, I have not been spoiled on any quests, and I haven't really been looking at any of them. I just heard some things from the Golden Apple Archipelago. But besides that, I have no idea what is going on in here, so let's go to Byakko Plains. I'm gonna quickly check on my phone if everything sounds good and stuff, so let me just mute myself. Okay, everything sounds good, so let's go. and let's hope my PC won't overheat. If you're not following me on social media like Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff, the link is in the description, or at least should be. I said that I had problems with my PC because it's a Europe heat wave and my PC is overheating like crazy. So
Since we first set foot on Inazuma.
I can't really stream in the middle of a day. I'm doing it right now, hoping it's gonna work, but I can't stream in the middle of the night either because, well, I can't make too much noise. I'm not living alone, so yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been streaming. Like, my PC can't handle working in hot environment.
So many things
Oh my
have
god,
happened since
what was the
then.
Paimon's voice? And in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
What's up? Oh, what? Who's that?
Hey, what the heck was that for?
Sudden attack. Yo, his
Doesn't
sword
wanna
is so
tell
cool.
me, huh? Alright,
Oh,
let's convince you to
I'm not. I wasn't ready.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in.
Okay.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
Yeah, I don't.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. Oh, wait.
So it's okay to attack people?
You shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
It's not.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Oh, yeah.
He carries
Actually,
a sword just like you.
he has two
I've also
visions.
heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business.
I have Geo powers right now. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
I'm wasting my time. Wee.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well,
real
one thing's for
nutcase.
sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Yeah. Very smart for once.
Hey, don't be
For
mean.
once.
I'm unsmart lots of the time. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch?
The hunchy hunch.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Their fighting style is similar.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
Let's go.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Hey, is Beidou here? Mommy? Strange and friendless road. I also heard that the Kazuha story quest is like not that good, and he has better story quest in the Golden Apple Archipelago. So like that's the only thing I heard. Yo, Crux fleet.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two.
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
What?
If it's because of that battle
What
on
happened?
Zuchi Beach, Captain Beidou had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he
So what is it about?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso
Oh.
Itachi.
Yeah, well, that, yeah. That's my favorite cinematic, by the way.
Everyone's making it out to be.
Compares it to technique Beidou used to strike down Haisha.
Really?
Yeah, the
Wow. When you
serpent.
put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him.
Oh
I
no,
thought
not
they'd
the
come to arrest
Tenryo
him
Commission.
first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him.
Oh,
Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank
yeah.
you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All
Sarah!
right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Let's go to the Tenryo Commission.
Time to go.
I mean, yeah, Kazuha is here with me, so... We don't need to look anymore, he's right here. So Sarah is the head of the Kujo clan, right? Yo, Kazuha versus Kazuha. It's been a while since I played
Greetings.
any story quests.
We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Reappealing.
We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to
Oh
extend
yeah,
the gesture
why
of
would
goodwill
Sarah be
on
the head
behalf
of the
Shogunate.
Kujo?
Your hard work has secured for us the
There was a
agreeable
whole
state of affairs
quest
that we
about this
now
guy,
enjoy.
like what the fuck am I
Also,
talking about?
I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding
Oh.
the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
Yeah,
In short, there was
So
once
they
a
are
group
the
of
blacksmiths.
select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly,
Bladesmiths,
responsible
okay.
for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun.
Yeah.
The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later
Unfortunate.
learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just.
Yeah.
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has
It was
once more
also
made an outstanding
Scaramouche, right?
contribution
Back
to
then.
Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded
was
for
in
his
the
achievements, but
Five
also
Cousin
receive recompense
event.
for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can
Of
assure
course.
you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able
But
to
I
lead a
want to
safe,
wander.
prosperous life in Inazuma City.
Oh, yeah.
The Almighty
They want
Shogun's
him
blessing
back.
and full support of
Yep.
the Shogunate.
They want
I
him
have grown
back to work
accustomed
for
to life
Raiden.
among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious.
Rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitatachi is
Oh
something
my
that can
God.
never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kayadahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
Oh yeah. Well, he cheated. He used two
Also,
visions.
eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kayadahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oh, that's why.
That doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail.
Not
Still looks fine.
only if you're weak.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion.
But I'm doing it.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way.
Okay, but wait, but actually, using two visions at once probably never happened before. Like in the whole 500 years history, probably no one used two visions at a time. I don't think so. We don't know about it. I think because, well, the vision is bestowed upon a pawn, at least in theory. So someone who could potentially achieve godhood, and you don't need two visions for that. You only need one. You need one vision, one your dream, your resolve. So the second one was basically only his friends, and it lighted up because Kazuha kinda fulfilled his friend's vision. That's why it worked, I think. So yeah, people assuming that it's a delusion is actually on point. But also, people know about us, the Traveler, and we are using more than one element without even using a vision. And there's not really, I think, there's not really any kind of bad rumors about us. But I guess, like, we are respected in at least two countries, right? In Mondstadt and Liyue. And I guess in some parts of Inazuma too. Like the Sangonomiya Shrine, people are probably loving us. And we're still the captain of Swordfish 2, right? So yeah, so we have a good like reputation, but Kazuha being from the Kayadahara clan and being the like so-called traitor, or at least part of his clan, right, went to Sneznaya. So that further like emphasizes that he could be using a delusion, since Tsaritsa and the Fatui are the ones using delusions, which means they're from Sneznaya. So Kazuha, being a Kayadahara, could have a connection to his family in Sneznaya, who then supplied him with a delusion, which makes sense. But that's not fair, bro. My boy, Kazuha.
But perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly
I'm sorry
support
for the
you,
rant.
this situation will blow over more quickly.
I love talking about
This
stuff
is
like that.
precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Like, you know,
Please
some
allow
of
me
you
some
might not
time to
remember
consider.
or not even
In
know that.
fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment.
I'm giving you
Well
some
then,
more info than the
What
game.
brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
There was a guy with a dark blade.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Maybe some hardcore shogun, some hardcore shogun believers. Don't know how to say it
No,
any other way.
this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade.
Hey, katanas on the left
We
side.
undergo rigorous
Let's
training to
go.
standardize every motion the blade is put through.
I wonder
so
if
that
they
each can
were
be fairly
on the right
assessed
side
for quality. Over
when there was a
time,
war.
These techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art.
I don't
focused
think
on
so.
blade
Who would
testing
bother,
with a
but
full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy.
God damn it,
was
I can
serious
already
in
hear
that
the
case.
ventilation in my PC
He
going
sounds
faster.
highly aggressive.
It is
Anyone he
louder.
targets is at risk
I
of
hope it
serious
won't cause
injury,
any problems.
or worse.
Like, we can
In
at
that
least
case,
get
I
through
will send some men
Kazuha
out
quest.
immediately to search for him.
And if everything goes
Thank you.
well, at 8
I
p.m.
must say, I am now very
I might
curious about this
play,
matter, and I will
I
also
don't know,
need
the
some
Look
time to
event
consider
or
your
the Golden
offer.
Apple Archipelago.
I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Yes, think I will.
Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Let's
The
go.
detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Hey, let's go to Ryuji. So, yeah, basically now we have to find out who the hell wants Kazuha dead. What happened? Issue with the domain objectives. Okay. I guess
Time to go.
something probably with the Golden Apple Archipelago. I need to... Like, it's GAA for short? Maybe I'll say just Golden Apple without the Archipelago. Because it's so long to say that.
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question.
A quick question.
Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
It is an
You
honor
are
to
too
meet you.
kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
Oh,
Some of them were
hey
offering
yo,
millions
that's...
of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Yeah, probably.
Please accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's
He
put
was
that
a
connection aside.
samurai.
Have there been any
He had
other
a
attacks
weird
or similar incidents recently
black
that
blade.
stand out as particularly unusual?
It
The
kind of
Teyvat
looked,
Commission
for the
had
first
very few
time when I
reasons.
saw it, it looked like the
Might have some
blade that we
information
got from
different
Albedo.
sources.
It's true
From
that
the
commissioners
first
are
event.
clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets.
Actually, I think I have this blade
It's only
on
the
my
most trivial
Traveler.
events that manage to escape
I can
their
show you
attention.
it later.
If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault. In
Because
which
there are
case the
probably
Temporary
many people
Commission
who
would
don't have
absolutely
this
get
weapon.
involved.
Oh, that does make sense.
And I wasn't listening, so I have no idea what makes sense.
Trail's already run cold.
Oh no.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Hey yo.
It caused me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a
My baby
completely
boy.
senseless crime.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Like,
worry.
Kazuha,
Got him.
I was so mad that I skipped
You
his
are every bit the selfless hero they make you out
that
to
I
be,
skipped
Mr.
his
Kaide.
banner,
Surely
but I
the
had
same
to for
concern your
Ayaka.
fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me.
And I was so mad I didn't get him the first time, and I was so worried I wasn't gonna get him the second time when I lost
You are
50-50
much
to
too
fucking coaching.
Don't worry, I completely
Like,
understand your
motherfucking Chi
concerns.
would be
I
better.
will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you.
But coaching? Like, what the
Actually,
fuck? She wasn't
there
dealing
was
damage
one
even at the
strange
beginning of the
incident in
game.
the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
What?
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2
I have
grown
no
men
idea
going
what that
missing
is.
at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Okay,
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might
let's
find out along
investigate.
the way.
Thank you, Ryuji.
Of course
We'll
we're
start by
gonna
making some inquiries at
make
the Amenoma Smithy.
like complete
Sounds
fucking
good.
50 side
All the
missions to
best
get to
with
this
your
one
investigation.
main.
I'll get moving shortly myself.
It's gonna end up having like no significance to our. His name is Amenoma? I only remember Hajime. Amenoma Smithy apprentice. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know his name. I just want him to forge my blades.
Kazuha. What brings you here today?
You 2 know each other?
Well, they are both bladesmiths.
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
I see.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft.
Oh, that's
turning
for
each
me,
motion
actually.
Of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's
Yeah,
life.
that's yo,
As
that's
the
so
art of the
for me.
Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings,
Like, if there are
and
clear
eventually
instructions,
become an extension of its
I can
wielder's
do it.
will.
Anything.
Indeed. Most
You want me to make a
samurai
blade?
choose their
Make me a
blades,
fucking
but an Ishin
200
blade
pages
chooses
document on
its
how
owner.
to do it,
You
exactly,
are, without a doubt,
step by
the
step,
most worthy
and I will
wielder of
forge you a
Ishin
fucking blade.
It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
Well,
He
we
didn't say
have
a word
nothing.
before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it.
He's
But
fucking
I've done what I
dead!
can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse.
And from Mr.
And neither of
Nagato.
them came back. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it.
Yoimiya.
Unfortunately, there was very little
Luckily.
evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Yeah, fire is a bitch.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon.
Oh,
Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble
there was probably
and
some
kind.
freaking
Even his
demon
training is done with the
sealed
goal of
inside the
calming his
blade
mind.
and want to kill
He has never gotten into a fight before.
Kazuha for some reason.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You have our word.
From the sound of that, Hyman doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Oh,
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
yes, let's go to the Nagato household. Give me a sec. I'm gonna quickly just charge my phone because it's dying. Be back in a sec.
Okay, okay. Unrelenting patience and willpower to move mountains.
Okay, sorry about that. I couldn't find my freaking charger.
There are
I don't
bells
know
around,
who moved it.
and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
I would love to hear it, Kazuha. I have no idea what should I hear, but I would love to. Okay, what's up here? What is that noise? You're seriously like some propeller, propeller Some old ass propeller plane. Oh, I forgot about these discs. Some old ass propeller plane is flying above me right now, which is weird as fuck. But okay. I hope it's not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be picking up on the microphone, so that's good. Not like the drifting motherfucker a week ago.
We owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's why we're
you
here.
misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see
The
me
debt
in this dreadful
collectors.
state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
Oh no.
He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but
Why am I
seeing how
laughing at the word
enthusiastic and excited
animated?
they made him,
I
was
mean,
happy to believe
animated
that they were
seems like
just
super fucking
extremely
excited
important
too,
to him.
right? But like,
Everything was fine.
when you see an
He's got married.
animated character being
This time
animated,
by,
it's
things
like,
changed for the worse.
I don't know, it's so funny to me.
What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more
Wait,
things.
did Paimon always
resorted to borrowing
had
money
that
just so he could pay for
scarf-like
them.
thing?
Our expenses
I know
really
they're like
spiraled out of
kind of
control
wink in
when
the
he started
back,
getting
but
interested in weapons.
was it in the front
It was
always?
awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Yeah, there's
I'm happy he
100%
has
a
a hobby,
demon in
and
the
I'm
blade.
willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and
Oh,
take
no.
the children with me.
Oh, and take the children! No! Yo, what the fuck? This is a game for kids.
Actually,
Come
I
on.
didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Yo, that's fucked up. I wouldn't say that this is the right thing to do, but like that's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
Had I not indulged his bad habits,
And
we wouldn't
like,
have found ourselves in such a predicament.
I just wanna say, I just watched yesterday. I watched Helluva Boss season 2 episode 1, where spoilers, the Goishas are finally getting the fucking divorce, and like it hit me like a motherfucking truck, and so like this reminds me of that scene, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in shambles, I'm destroyed. Holy fuck.
And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and
Yeah.
both he and the buyer had gone missing.
Definitely.
I understand.
Well, you
Hamino
have
Yuya
to-
came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
I hate that saying so much. It's so dumb, turning over a new leaf. Like, I don't know where this saying came from, but I hate it so much. It's so weird, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
I am telling you, there is a demon inside the blade.
Mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned.
Let's go to the
We'll
burned down
notify you if we find anything.
warehouse.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Kazuha, come home. Who's now? Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I feel so bad. I was about to ask.
I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst
I was
for their
about to
disappearance.
ask who's on the banner now. And it's Yoimiya, who again has been squished between two wanted banners. Oh no. I forgot. Fuck. Oh, poor Yoimiya, bro. But like, she deals no fucking damage, so like... Oh no. I actually enjoyed playing her trial, but... like, the damage there and the elemental mastery, not elemental mastery, the energy recharge is increased, is fake increased like crazy, and like she doesn't play like that in a normal game. You feel me? Like she just doesn't. She doesn't have that much energy. She doesn't have her ultimate constantly, and if she did, she would deal even less damage. So like, I'm sorry, Yoimiya, but probably like I have C6 Bennett, unfortunately. But probably, like, when you burst with Bennett and then skill with Yoimiya, then she would probably deal some damage. But, like, needing Bennett C6 for Yoimiya to do damage? Fuck, my English is so bad today. I'm so sorry. So, like, who would meet Yoimiya? You have Amber. Like, no joke, you have Amber. She has the same fucking skills. She doesn't have pyro element on her normal skill, but you don't need that. You don't fucking need that. You have better pyro characters. Even 4 stars, like Xianling. Xianling is a motherfucking SS tier, right? Still. So I made the correct decision when we didn't know who the fuck we should play. At the beginning of the game, I was like, Xianling is pyro, Bennett is pyro. If you have 2 pyro, you have 15% damage boost. Yeah, that's good. And I played that, and it was fucking amazing. Like, Xianling was fucking defeating enemies, and I got her C6, so on her last normal attack, she's dealing pyro damage, like Hu Tao's charged attack, like the dot, right? Dot damage, is it? Damage over time, yeah. She deals that little dot, and then the enemies just fucking explode, and it's fucking amazing. Like, when you just smack a cryo abyss mage with your normal attacks, and then they just burst into flames and their whole cryo shield disintegrates. It felt so good the first time, bro. And then it turned out like Xiangling is OP because Woba is actually a motherfucking god. Like, what? What? I don't know why they made him a god, but it makes sense, and he deals a shit ton of damage. And that's why she's fucking broken. Okay, I'm rambling again. It hasn't been 20 minutes, and I'm rambling again. Let's go.
The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
No, head empty.
Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and...
Okay, Paimon, your input is invalid.
Never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Uh-huh. Yes, I've had an argument. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. There's some missing crucial information. Yeah, maybe.
Interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility.
I think there was a third
Is an
party
expert on
involved,
swords.
or the
He could have
fucking
noticed some
sword has a
problematic
demon
details
inside.
about Mr. Nagato's collectibles.
Which wouldn't be fucking
Maybe he
weird considering
recognized
what the fuck was
fake
happening
or
in
well-known
Miko's
stolen
quest. Like,
Either
we
way,
were
after
literally
arguing
possessed by a
the two men
demon.
agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire
And like
would
demon
destroy
dead
everything.
from the past or
But then
something.
the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine
A
how they would have been
game
able to reach an
theory.
agreement. One fact
I-
that I keep coming back to is
Le-
that Ame no
I
Yuya
spat
is
all over
polite
my
and
keyboard
well-mannered,
when I said
while
theory.
Mr. Nagato is introverted
Fuck.
and passive. Neither
God
seems
damn
like
it.
the type of person who is inclined
Oh, no.
towards initiating conflict.
Ah,
Mr.
fuck.
Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there? Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Ame no Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Paimon
Let's
with
keep
the
going,
bars,
since
bro.
we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Finally. I was saying to go to the warehouse for the longest time. Like, come on. Let's go. I'm sorry, my space sometimes falls out of place, so I have to smack it. And it takes out my glider, right?
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh, this must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
Yeah.
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
Above
It's
us.
gone now, but I can still sense the
Plunging
direction
attack,
it left
killing
in.
Kazuha
Felt
immediately.
very much like that
Blade through the
ancient
motherfucking
presence in
skull.
Inazuma.
Metal as
Remnants
fuck.
of the Tatarigami. Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation.
Oh yeah?
We should remain vigilant. and approach slowly.
Approach slowly. Oh,
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely.
I'm telling you,
Judging
there's a
from the
demon
concentration,
in the motherfucking blade.
I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will
Only
develop
mostly.
a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests.
So it's not really a demon, it's
Radical
just the
obsessions.
Tatarigami.
Mr. Nagato had an interest
Like
in
on the
collecting to begin with. The
Tatsumi,
influence of
Taratsumi
could
Island.
explain why he became an obsessive
Taratsuma.
hoarder,
Jesus, I don't
amassing
remember
more
all
and
of those
more
names.
possessions, even as he put himself
All of those
in
names.
great
Any of these
debt.
names.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Yeah, pretty much. And now Assassin's Creed style blade just fucking piercing his neck. I'm sorry, I don't know why I think of these
Everything's
fucked up
buried in
scenarios.
I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary. Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us.
Boogeyman?
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Let's
Yes,
go.
let's go. If
Oh,
nothing else, it's
did we
vital
say
to
that at
find
the
out
same
where
time?
this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too.
Okay, yeah, so use my elemental sight. Or maybe just the black fucking fog. And it starts raining. I don't know why I did that.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small
Nagato
portion
Yuya.
remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly. Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls.
Enemies.
Really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Okay.
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff.
It's blood,
By the looks
blood,
of it, a letter
more
written on a
blood.
piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
It's written in blood. Red dyed fabric. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amenoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seemed that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts, but for some reason I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do to distract the pain is write. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuji and Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sakshko. Yo, it was blood. He was fucking bleeding from his
According to
stomach.
this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He's dead.
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
Yeah,
There's nothing more for us to find here.
he's
Yes.
dead.
Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
So, well, thank you, game, for making it so obvious where should I go. Oh my god, I went way too high.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on
Dead
closer
people.
examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Several.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
That didn't sound like Kazuha.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
I told you! It's the demon in the motherfucking sword!
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
Please give me that sword.
Surely you don't mean...
Please give me that sword.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity.
But why would it go after Kazuha? Does the Tatarigami know that he stopped the blade that the Tatarigami couldn't?
And
is now
recently
mad?
using the sail as a means to affect, or rather, as a means to occupy Amenoma Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams.
Asriel?
As a descendant
Dreamur?
of the Kaidahara clan,
Suddenly
you should be able to
Undertale?
guess our greatest fear.
What?
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Sans is
At that
Kazuha
point in time, he
confirmed?
failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the
I'm
end,
so sorry, I
all
don't
he
know
could
what I'm
do was to
talking
flee
about.
the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit,
How do you make
the
a
Raiden Shogun
conscious
lost not only
sword?
the single most perfect
What the
blade
fuck?
in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action.
That's so
After the
fucking
death of
dumb.
my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home.
I mean,
I
if
seek but one
he, it,
to face the full
they
force of the Raiden
were
Shogun's
forked
blade
in
and
Snezhnaya,
prove
I
my
guess I
power,
wouldn't,
the might of Ishin art.
I wouldn't put it past Snezhnaya
So Ame no
fucking
Mayuya was not your
freaks.
first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
They die.
Hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
So
After I
wait,
returned
this
to
sword
Inazuma,
is
I
me.
decided to
It's
bide
the
my time
Traveler.
in Nato's warehouse until Ame no Mayuya handed himself over
Get it?
to me on a
Because it
silver
traveled
platter.
from Inazuma,
At long
from
last,
Snezhnaya to Inazuma.
approaching my journey's destination. By Ame no Mayuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the
Oh.
Raiden Shogun.
I get it.
Kaidahara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now,
Can I use the
body
sword,
over to me.
please? Oh, this is a trial Kazuha. It's level 90. He has the fillet blade. What the fuck? Why would you give a trial character a 3-star weapon? I mean, it's a good weapon, but not for Kazuha. What the fuck? And Noblesse. I mean, okay, Noblesse. Like, what the fuck? Oh, but the constellations though. Hey, yo. C3. PO, let's go. Level 11 fucking Chihayaburu. What the fuck? Okay, that's fucking weird, but okay.
By royal decree. Everybody
Let's go. Let's go.
Dawn, break forth
Where the fuck is he?
and sever that divine light.
Oh, what the fuck? Wait, is he doing that? Was he doing that?
odds reveal.
Because I thought that was I mean, Kazuha's, like, ultimate ability. But, like,
One with
Fuck,
wind
I'm
and
sorry,
cloud.
somebody was calling me.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
The fuck is this weird number? It starts with 15?
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body.
I'm not gonna
that
tell you the
exists,
whole number, but
nothing
it's
more.
so weird. What the fuck is this scam call?
Even if you defeat me
15,
here, the one who falls
11,
will not be
40,
me,
what
but
the-
this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can
I'm not
take
picking
a new
this up.
vessel at will.
Get fucked, bro. I can take a new vessel to it, then we will smash you into
The end
pieces.
result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By
Then
any
I will
means
bury you
necessary and any medium available,
under
I
the
shall
ocean.
return and fulfill my destiny.
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Kinda?
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped.
Eh?
After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Oh yeah.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too
Fulfill your
grand
destiny.
and too heavy for you to bear. Each
Bear.
step you have taken
Bear.
has come at a great cost.
What's that?
I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to
strike me.
Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever
Yo,
your
I
divine
don't
bond,
think we've seen
is
Mad
this truly the
Kazuha.
outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding.
By the way, weird take.
How could you
Is it
possibly
true that
unleash
Kazuha
the
is
full
gay?
potential of Ishin art
Because
when you
of
act
this
in perfect
fucking
discordance with the
sleeve?
principle of harmony
Is that
between
true?
the blade and its
Or is
bearer?
it just some
Silence, you
idiot
blabbering
speaking on
fool.
Twitter?
I must achieve my goal.
Why would
This
you do a
was his
close up
life's
of
dream and the
such
very purpose
poorly
for which I was brought
animated
into
mouth?
being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. but you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of
I
anything that
reject
would
your
stand in
reality
my way.
and
Not
substitute
hesitation,
my
not
own.
self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
Standing here, I realize that inside
If you wish to save this man, body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
I am.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades.
With me.
Taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for
die.
your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya.
This is the only
If you
way.
don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
I am him. I do not give a singular
Take a turn
fuck.
for the worse. I still have you both here with me.
Like, what the
We have a
fuck?
chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish
Kazuha
to
actually
do.
said, I am built different.
Take
I
it
am
in
him.
your hand.
And now we have no honor and we just don't give a fuck. Yo, this looks so sick. Can we have that fucking blade? Please let me have that blade.
Kazuha?
Please.
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power.
Please let me have that
To
blade.
avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
This should be
All right.
more than
Please
enough.
lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Okay, then let's go. Here the end. A glance back. Here? What is this word? E-R-E. What? I've never seen this word. Let's go. You can climb here, right? Yep, thanks. Please let me have that blade. Like, seriously. It looks so fucking cool. Okay, so they'll probably give me Kazuha, so I should take someone else. I'm gonna take like Cryo or something.
Pleasure to be working with you.
No animal in current party, they're gonna give me Kazuha. Right? It's only Kazuha even. And he has that blade. That means this is a weapon. Please give me this shit. Oh, it's only the attack, not... okay. When a normal charged plunged attack hits an opponent, it will release a cursed spirit dealing AoE damage equals to 180 of attack and restoring 100% of the attack as the HP. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. The damage done by this weapon's wielder is decreased by 50. The damage done by this weapon's wielder is decreased by 50. Fuck you! So it's increased by 41, but decreased by 50. So this blade gives you minus 9%. Minus 9% damage. What the fuck? But it looks sick. Can I... Oh, I can't go to that. Oh, this looks so fucking dope.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
I'm sorry, I want to have these animations recorded somehow. I mean, with this blade. Oh, this looks so dope. Wait, I want a close-up of that.
One with nature.
Yo, that's so cool. Fuck.
It's my lucky day.
Okay, let's get them to the fire.
Into the wind.
This way we can do more damage.
The wind knows me.
I thought they were dead actually.
Let's get down to
Fallen leaves.
adorn my night.
Die.
How are you feeling?
That's so cool. I want the sword.
The blade
But
is
without the
becoming
effect
larger
of
than
50% damage decrease.
Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Well, this is the Ishin art. It tries to, as you said, make a body and mind and the sword one. So your fighting style makes him...
Time to go.
My lucky day.
makes him try to help you.
Into the wind.
I wish it dealt a little more damage, like... Or less, maybe, I don't know. Give me less damage so that this will last longer, or give me more damage so I don't have to bother with them.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
It's
I can
dimmer.
sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But
Let's
what
go.
would that do to Amanome Yuya?
Who the fuck knows?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
He is obsessed, as you said. Are there any hidden chests? Because I would be mad if they were. But I don't see any for now. Oh, hello there. That looks nice. Also, that looks like something could be there. Ambush! Yo, do I seriously have to fight him?
Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider.
Yeah, he dealt some damage, but nothing too serious. Oh, I dropped 1,000 frames. Yo, where? When?
Yes.
I didn't notice.
And
Fuck.
looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks
Oh,
like
it's
a piece of
broken as fuck, yeah.
If you choose to continue in this state,
Oh,
you wouldn't even
it's
be able
gonna
to beat Samurai
break.
Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun.
It's gonna break and I'm not gonna get
Maybe
so.
you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
That is interesting.
Coming from?
The only one that could understand you was dead when you were born. So, but when he was... Ah, did he gain consciousness when his forger died only? Is that what he means, or does he mean somebody else?
Yep. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Okay.
It's my lucky
Into the
day.
wind.
Does he have another? Yeah, fucking feel it. Why would you do this? Like, I mean, it is a good weapon, but not for Kazuha.
One with wind and cloud.
There's not much I can really do in this fight. Like, I have my skill and my burst. Like,
Better with your own sword.
yeah, that was kind of faster.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
I'm a demon in the motherfucking blade.
Throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
Is it the forger that's in this sword?
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is.
I need to Google it.
Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
I need to Google it.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What? Oh, Nani?
And maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This
Wait,
blade
did
has
he?
traveled the land with me for many
Did
years.
he use the
We
fillet
have formed a
blade?
close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power.
Yeah, his friend's vision. Let me just super quickly Google it. Kazuha versus Raiden cinematic, something like that. Kazuha and Goro versus Raiden. Ah, Goro didn't do shit. Oh, wait, pause. Okay, wait. Can I show you this? If I do this. Yeah. Okay. So this is by Lior GG. Thank you. 2 million views. What the fuck? So does he have the fillet blade? We're on full HD. We're on full HD. Oh, and it's ether. That's loud as fuck. Okay.
Dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Oh, that's so cool. What weapon does he have? Is this the fillet blade? You can't see shit. It's a white screen. Okay, here's gonna be the close-up, right? Is that a fillet blade? That is a fillet blade! What the fuck, bro? I've never seen that. I've never noticed that. He is using a fillet blade to stop the Muso no Hitotachi. It is a fucking fillet blade! Bro! I'm so mad. And then he almost fucking dies. Okay. Yo. I've never noticed that. He's using a motherfucking fillet blade. It's still better than using the dual blade? Is that how you say it? Dual blade that fucking Traveler is using in cutscenes? That's so
Skill,
fucking dumb.
blade, determination, and desire. All these
I did
must
not
be
know
aligned in the
that.
practice of Ishin art.
Like, it was so epic watching for the first time that I would never have
There is
imagined
something
that.
else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you
I
tried
read
to
of
cooperate
your
with
mana.
me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
So
I
how
resisted its
did...
temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not
If
know
part
how
of
you
his...
yourself have any intention of trying to fight it.
If part of its consciousness is the Tataragami, like, malevolent energy, how the fuck did he get it in Sneznaya? That doesn't make any sense.
I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition.
Sorry, I'm opening
You have known this for a
soda.
long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
Am
I
I
believe
supposed to
our bet
feel
is
bad
now settled.
for a blade?
I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Absolute Sigma male says, fuck you, I was right, I'm built different, I am him, does not elaborate, leaves. What the fuck?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on
Yeah,
things.
he basically said, I'm done. Fuck this. I've done my work. My job is done here.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It
He
was
got
somewhere I've never
isekai'd.
been.
Pog.
A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods.
That's the
All he wanted to
Tataragami.
show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story.
I wonder how long was it?
After that,
When was this blade
blacksmith's
forged?
intentions
How
were
many years
warped
ago?
By the Tatarigami, slowly turning
Because
its
it could be
proud
like 100
creation
years.
into the cursed blade of today.
Right.
But
I
how?
believe the bladesmith might never have
How did
known
the
that power he
Tataragami
worked
energy
with
went
was that of
there?
the Tatarigami. The
Unless
hate
it was
within their
already
power is
in
what
the
sent the blade down its
bladesmith.
ill-fated path. This blade
This
has
doesn't make
committed
sense.
unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late.
I'm not gonna
now.
feel bad for a fucking blade, bro.
Yes, it is too late.
We have to kill him.
Time would not
It,
wait or
them.
stop because
Fuck.
of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment
At the dawn of his journey.
He seems to have calmed down.
I see a
check in.
parallel to Raiden Shogun, right? And her ambition and obsession with eternity. While the world moved on, she wanted it to
When I look
stay
back at the past,
in a
I
stasis.
can remember
What
the day
the
of my
fuck?
forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price.
That doesn't
to
sound like a
fulfill his
car. What
wishes.
was that?
Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness.
Someone is making a lot of noise outside.
Slaughter numbed the mind.
But it's not picking on the mic, so
Over time,
that's okay.
I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge.
Ooh,
Not
that's a
only did I
bar.
fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Ame no Mayuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
Simon,
It has
shut
to
the
be
fuck
done in
up.
this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
No.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
Traveler.
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
So we're just gonna forget that
I see.
Nagato is fucking dead.
He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor.
They say
If a
he,
duel
so I'm
can
gonna
help
say he.
set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryu Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on.
What if the
More
blade
Ronin
didn't
could appear at
attack
any
me?
moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Let's fight in the middle of a city. Break this? Nope. Nope. Okay. Nice chest. Let's go. And I noticed that it gave me the exile artifacts because Kazuha is like exile, right? And wait.
Sounds good to me.
400 meters. Oh, on the beach. Nice. What the fuck say? God, that was like what? 2015?
This Paimon a bit of the crux clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that blade hasn't told us everything. Still,
Well, he doesn't
even
need
if he's
to.
way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you
A
ready?
redemption arc for the blade.
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenoma Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Let's go.
One with nature.
But he doesn't have a vision, right? I feel bad also. Wait, what are the Ishin blade? Yeah, and it looks like this. Oh, it's the same. Is this? Oh, but it gives me 0 attack, so it just takes 50% of my attack. God damn it! Yo, is Anemona art fucking just spiking your enemy? Okay, he has a slash. Let's go. Like this actually isn't fair because I have a vision. But oh well, not my fault. Oh, why are you not dead? And I dealt 69 damage at the end, let's go.
Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away.
Shout out to the hill surely in the
That
back.
same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Ame
No,
no Art.
like, just saying.
This blade has also told me that
Kazuha
he
needs
has
a
another wish.
worthy
He
successor.
would like to visit the Amenoma smithy.
You know,
Maybe we can go back there together.
smash.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this
Daniel,
is about
hi.
to come to an end.
While I fight this time, because my parents are not home, so I have time until like maybe like an hour or so still. So I'm just doing the Kazuha quests and I'm gonna leave. And then maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Wind Strider!
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
Okay, yeah.
A prized
So, but
Ishin blade.
so is
Her weapon that
Nagato
controls the human
still
mind.
dead? Or will we never know?
Considering their forging philosophy,
Or is it
this
implied
was
that he
indeed
is
within the
just
realm
fucking
of
dead?
possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr.
Oh,
Nagato.
I was actually asking.
Is he okay?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Badly wounded, but he will live.
The Tataragami saved
And
him?
now that
That's
Yuya
so
is
weird.
back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I thought
I think I
Nagato
know what you want to
would
do.
stay dead.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
That was a weird animation of the
No
mouth.
way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
The Anamona Elder is like, what the fuck?
Guess there's nothing.
Thank you.
This is your
I will
decision, do
explain
what
my
you want.
reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Cinematic? Yeah, boy, let's go!
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything. You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
Yo, that's so sick!
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now.
What?
but there's still a chance for Ishin art.
That's such a cool way to use vision!
Your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet.
That's so badass!
Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish.
Yo!
Son of the Kaedehara clan, over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is not yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
Yo! What the fuck? It looks even better! Please let me keep it!
That's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination
moving
that
forward
blinded him to the path
until I
ahead.
destroy my
Speaking for
enemies.
myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
The remnants of a defeated gods are nothing to scoff at.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
Join me. I
I
mean,
will
he already
continue to
did,
support
but...
you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you!
Shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Can I get the sword? Can I have the sword? I don't have the sword, right? Of course I don't have the sword. It looks so cool though. Oh, and this is the blade that I was talking about. Festering Desire. It was made from the blood of Albedo's brother. The dragon that's lying kinda dead in Dragonspine. I guess not everyone has it, because it was only an event in... Was it 1.1? No, it has to be later. 1.3 or something. And we are nearing 3.0, so... So that's a lot of time. Holy crap, bro.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Yay.
You sure kept your
That's
ear
good.
to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
Can I have it?
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of
God, this
bladesmiths,
looks
so
so
it is only
dope.
proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can
Yeah.
understand. Then let's pretend this offer
Fuck the
was never
beaten
raised.
path.
However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
Sumeru.
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for
Sumeru.
my next destination,
Sumeru.
let's see where the wind takes me.
Sumeru. A strange and friendless road. I got the sword! There's no way they gave me the sword. Where is it? Oh, it's still the attack. No. Ishin art clarity when a normal practice giving gelding AOE damage equals to attack and increasing attack by 15 for 8 seconds. This event can be triggered once every 8 seconds. Yo ho ho! I cannot believe they gave me this sword. I want it. I wanna use it on Kazuha. How much can I upgrade it? And how much damage does it give me? Oh my god, I have it. Oh, 1,500 of crystals? Holy crap. Yo, I still can upgrade this? Okay, 400, and I cannot upgrade it anymore. It looks so sick, bro. Let's switch it for now.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Yeah, I am not changing this blade.
It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Is it like something special for Kazuha?
The wind knows me.
Like, what if I equip it on any other character? Not Fischl. But why Fischl has a wrong bow? Where is it? Right here. It does still glow. Okay. But when I equip it on I'm sorry, Kazuha, it did say something about it. Maybe only the first time you equip it. But it looks so fucking sick. Why do I keep finding these radiant crystals? What? That looks so good. Holy crap. Yo, I'm so happy they gave me this sword. Kinda wanna find an enemy to see the effect of where are any enemies. And we're gonna be ending the stream after that. So yeah, let's just find some enemies, fight them, and we're gonna be ending the stream. Okay, Electro Slimes, if nothing else. Sure, why not? Oh, it leaves the leaves. That's so good. Wait, and then... Yeah, and then it... Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm keeping this. Fuck Elemental Mastery, bro. This is my sword. Okay. So, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna end the stream right now. I said it's gonna be the Kazuha quest. And it was the Kazuha quest, so that's it. We got the blade. Does it say anything about the blade? I don't think so, but... Hello, nature. I don't even have a lot of this unlocked, because I don't have his friendship.
That you can make fish taste as delicious as this is proof of your outstanding culinary prowess. Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Quite tame. Okay. Yep, so we got the weapon. I'm so happy they gave it to me. That's so fucking cool. Okay, so as I said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I really like this quest. Sorry. I had to stretch. I like this quest, mostly the ending of it. It wasn't anything like super crazy. It was a little bit more of the backstory of Kadahara clan and the Ishin arts. So, yep, that's cool, and I'll see you when I see you on another video or another live stream. Go check out the link in the description of my social media, my Twitter and Instagram, and now also TikTok. So, yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll see you on the Golden Apple Archipelago in the next live stream. Bye. I'm gonna play you some music. Because why not? Is it? Yeah. I love this song so much, bro. Okay. Bye. Thank you all for watching.